kids. Maybe someday will have grandkids. And even if I didn't have kids and grandkids, I mean, a lot of other people will. And what are they going to live in? And are there going to be any animals? And what are we going to eat? And what are we going to breathe? And what are we going to see? So for me, it's a really important. I mean, how can you say it's important? It's like the most vital thing that human beings have to do.
We need to be able to put our input into these decisions that are going to affect us all.
These folks here are the people who are going to turn this around. It's really important for us to involve ourselves, our neighbors, and the people who came out here are the innovators.
I believe that climate change is the most serious issue that faces mankind today.
I'm here today to demand action on climate change from all levels of government.
Climate change is the biggest threat around.
Je suis québécoise, alors ça fait très longtemps que je vois les changements climatiques, je voyage beaucoup, alors je trouve ça très important qu'on fasse attention, nous les humains, qu'on commence à penser un peu plus à notre planète.
And I don't want to have to tell my kids or their children that there used to be a beautiful world full of rainforests and all these different species, and now it's gone because I didn't do something about it.
The rate of carbon dioxide going into the atmosphere keeps increasing every year at an exponential rate. And at some point we're going to reach a tipping point where it'll be runaway, we'll have positive feedback loops, and this is very scary because then there'll be basically nothing we can do. We're at a point basically I think where we're faced with a choice of basically either changing the way our economy is run or extinction.
It's irresponsible for humans to be making this kind of mess for other creatures. So let's get on it.
To stop it or to slow it down is going to take an effort much bigger than even any of the politicians are saying. And it's just in the species, the rising of the water, like millions and millions of environmental refugees. It is just a complete disruption of our planet.
But the speed at which things are changing is really affecting many species around the world. I think that's really unfair. The other thing that really sucks is that these challenges are affecting poor people around the world before they're affecting the rich people. That's not fair. They have done the least to contribute to the problems. We have done the most. We are in the best position to deal with it, and we're not dealing with it. We're continuing to cause these impacts, and that's too bad. So I'm trying to get federal government, municipal government, provincial government, the people of this city, the people of the world to stand up and say it's not okay and make the changes that we have to make in our lives and in the way we run our cities and our country to address this issue.
The science has been proven on climate change, and what we have to do now is have the silent majority who are following but not necessarily making their voices heard come out and just stand around and be present, because I think the attention's come on to the green movement, but now's the time to make sure it's coming onto the green movement for the right reasons. And I have some faith that the government will listen to what's going on, but only if it's in their own best interests for votes. So I'm here to make my voice heard and my face seen.
I'm really concerned about the future of the world, and I'm worried about climate change and how that will impact it.
People don't, I guess they're not as aware as they should be, and that it takes like thousands of years to rebuild what we just lost.
And it's something that we know is happening, scientists are saying it's happening, and it's something that shows the failure of our system. The politicians haven't done enough. So I come to every single rally, everything I can do to wake up the political system.
We need to move to a more sustainable way of running our lives.
I want to see all levels of government, federal, provincial, and municipal, to really step it up. We don't. There's no longer time for rhetoric and speeches.
The most important thing for government would be to know that it affects our economy, and since money is the most important thing to them, I guess, that climate change really does affect how everything grows and how people live and how people get on day to day.
To stop cutting down the forests and stop overfishing.
One less car really goes far if you want to breathe till like you're 93.
I would like to tell our political leaders, Mr. Stephen Harper, that I would like the government to do more on the climate change issue, and that I don't want to see the government, our government, the Canadian government, behind other governments in Europe, and even the United States, which has done more initiatives to cut down greenhouse emissions.